Live 5 News starts now with breaking news.
I want you to look at these live pictures right now out of Annapolis, Maryland. CBS News reporting 4 people are dead, several others shot, and the shooter is in custody. This reportedly happened at the building that houses the Capital Gazette newspaper. Now, we want to show you a tweet, according to CBS News. This tweet is from an intern inside that newsroom. It reads this way: "Active shooter, please help us." Reports say police and federal agents are on the scene. Authorities say the incident is active and ongoing. Again, it's now clear that 4 people have been killed, shot and killed. We don't know how many injured. We're working to get you more information about the shooting, apparently at a newsroom at a newspaper in Annapolis, Maryland. When we get that information, of course, we'll bring it to you here on Live 5 News and on live5news.com. Right now, I want to show you this. A live look above Charleston Harbor, the beautiful Ravenel Bridge, and you can almost see the heat rising from the water. Our First Alert weather team is tracking some hot weather that could affect your afternoon plans in more ways than one. Stephanie Sign in the First Alert Weather Center right now. Stephanie, the hot temps could also cause some severe storms this afternoon.
It's that time of the year, Bill. We just have to be on alert, keep an eye on the radar, and that's what we've been doing really all day and also all afternoon. Live Super Doppler Max, things looking dry right now. Like we said, that's probably not going to last. As we check out the big picture, zooming out with Live Super Doppler Max, you can see some storm activity in parts of Georgia there. We do have enough energy to work with to possibly see a few late afternoon, also evening storms. Remember last night when we saw that storm activity move on through, could see a similar night ahead of us, possibly a repeat. Let's check it out with our future tracker. In the next few hours, a few models showing some activity here. Once again, these storms, just like any time of the year, could see some gusty wind, downpours as well. Just stay weather aware if you have to be outside, maybe with the kids. Definitely get ready to head inside if you see a storm pop up. Future tracker here, you can see by 7 p.m. not as much activity, but we still have that chance of a late evening shower or storm. So just stay alert. Don't be surprised once again if you wake up this evening after you head to bed and hear that rain, possibly even see some lightning. Current temperatures, let's talk about the heat. Now, luckily, this morning we saw clouds move in. And that really did block the sunshine from heating us up like it has the past few days. 88 in Moncks Corner, 89 North Charleston, 90 in Manning. This is not bad compared to previous days, but as you can see here, it still feels like we're in the 90s. 98 you can see in North Charleston, 100 at Sullivan's, 94 Moncks Corner, 96 Orangeburg, 97 Walterboro there. What about tonight? 78 degrees for the low temperature, staying warm and muggy, possibly a scattered storm. Really a similar forecast for Friday as well. High temperatures back in the mid-90s, feeling pretty hot through the end of the work week. And you can see that light southerly flow pushing on in, so we could see another storm or two. And of course, we're always updating you on air and also on the phone. If you don't have our weather app, head on over to that app store of yours. Perfectly free, a great app to have. We're always updating it so we can give you the most recent alerts.
Thanks, Stephanie. This just in from Columbia, breaking news minutes ago. The governor vetoed a bill lowering rates for SCE&G. Well, guess what? The State House just voted to override that veto. That's according to the Associated Press. In the last 60 minutes, we've learned SCE&G ratepayers will now pay 15% less on their power bills. The governor wanted no extra charges whatsoever on those power bills. The money customers will now get back comes from what SCE&G charged customers, you and me, to pay for the debt caused by the failed VC Summer nuclear project. Listen to this. The House voted to override the governor's veto by a vote of 110 to 1. 110 to 1 to override the governor's veto of the 15% reduction in cost to you and me, ratepayers, for SCE&G. This is new at 4. The North Charleston woman charged after a 3-day-old baby was found dead admitted She dropped her child and then waited before she told authorities about what happened. That's according to court documents. This woman, Tamika Williams, charged with homicide by child abuse. The mother was in court today. The affidavit says she admitted to dropping her son Triton and waiting 20 minutes before calling for help. It happened at an apartment on Remount Road Wednesday. Officers say when they found the infant, he had blood on his face. According to the coroner, the baby died from skull fractures. The Charleston County School District will be the first in the country to experiment with bulletproof doors in classrooms. The school district announced today that R2P Innovations, that's a local company, will put the doors inside 2 elementary schools and 1 high school in Charleston County. The district is not naming the schools right now for security reasons. The estimated price tag to put bulletproof doors in every single school in Charleston County, about $32 million.
I understand that cost is an object or at the forefront, but I also say that the lives of our students that goes to school every day is critically important to us.
Spokesman for the company told us if the school board approves putting these bulletproof doors in all schools, it would cost between $2.6 and $2.9 million a year for 15 years. In the State House, a new bill that would increase the number of crimes that can be erased from your criminal record, just 1 vote away now from becoming law. This bill lets people erase minor crimes from their backgrounds as long as they keep a clean record for 3 to 20 years after the crime, depending on what the crime was. Now, this bill was originally vetoed by Governor McMaster. It now goes to the state Senate, where a 2/3 vote could make it the law. In the last few hours, a big celebration at Trident Tech. It's called the Topping Off Ceremony, and it was held today for the new Aeronautical Training Center. Live 5's Abby O'Brien explains what this means for the students and for the community.
This is the new Aeronautical Training Center at Trident Tech's main campus. They broke ground on the project in November 2016. Today, a topping off ceremony was held where officials signed the final beam and it was placed on the structure. When completed, the center will have 22 classrooms, 25 lab spaces, and 2 hangars. It's expected to serve thousands of students.
It's going to be transformational for the Low Country. Very simply, it gives us a capacity to have 5,000 or so students at a time, training them in wonderful jobs.
The training center is expected to be open in 2019. Reporting in North Charleston, Abby O'Brien, Live 5 News.
Crime alert. Take a good look at your screen right now, folks. Deputies say this man used a stolen credit card at a Walmart in Hardeeville. The credit card was reported stolen back in May. If you know who this man is, or you think you do, you're asked to please call the number you see here on the screen. Making headlines at this hour, outbursts on Capitol Hill. In the last few hours, the House Judiciary Committee met to grill Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. The target of today's hearings, a new report discussing the FBI's handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. But the hearing quickly got heated when it turned to the ongoing investigation into ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. South Carolina Congressman Trey Gowdy, who oversaw the 2.5-year-long investigation into the attack on the U.S. Embassy in Benghazi, had this to say.
Whatever you got, finish it the hell up, because this country is being torn apart.
The investigation by Robert Mueller has been going on now for just over a year. So far, it has resulted in the indictment of more than a dozen people, and they've also gotten 5 guilty pleas, including one from President Trump's former campaign manager and another from his former national security advisor. Next at 4, a new therapy could help local athletes. How seriously chilling out could speed up recovery times. In the next 15 minutes, hitting the links for therapy, how a local group is helping veterans heal. Outside right now, heading onto and coming off the Ravenel Bridge, traffic looking very good. At 8 minutes after 4 o'clock, the picture you're seeing closest to us is that traffic heading into Mount Pleasant. What about your drive times throughout the Low Country? And how are traffic hot spots looking too? Stephanie Sine is checking it out for you.